Okay. This is room 403. Someone has written, "Entrance forbidden. This means you," on the blackboard. We're attacked by a stealth ball. Balls of stealth. Never pleasant. Right. Punching time. I really should perhaps adjust their order again so that the portraits are roughly in order of their actual thing. Because, yes, right. Jennifer needs some first aid. That's the ticket. Right. I've used all of her SP, though, which is unfortunate. Terribly unfortunate. And yes, you sort of have to add an extra button push at the end of actually having done that. Oh! He mirrored himself. Well, that's aggravating. Is this sort of a real one, fake one situation? I don't know. It's difficult to say. But either way, we've killed the first one. So no, I don't think it's a real one, fake one. Because the fakish one is still present. So I think it is literally just a spawning of extra things. Nicole is sadly behind the rest of the girls. How did that stupid thing copy itself like that? Maybe it was reproducing with spores. Spores grow that quickly? Not usually. I think the copy was a hologram. You saw it disappeared when we touched it. Yeah, I wish they were all that easy. Because it wasn't really there, it was just light. A hologram is made using an interference pattern produced by beams of coherent light. Coherent light? You're not exactly being coherent here. Coherent light is light where all the photons are in sync, so the beam is stronger. The important thing is that seeing is not always believing. It tried to trick us. These monsters are sneaky, so don't take anything for granted. Oh, turns out I was right about the sneakiness. Oh yes, smart girl. She is a science girl after all, she has to be smart. It's kind of in the description. This is room 401, the art room. What happened here? The room is a mess. Cabinets are hanging open, with papers and bottles of paint strewn across the floor. It's not very organised. This is more than... It's difficult to keep up with all the voices. I apologise. 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 That's a song as well. More songs, yeah. This is more than just forgetting to clean up after class. Someone was searching this room. Maybe somebody was trying to make a weapon. We should ask Andrea if you can do anything nasty with paint. Chemically. I see a lot of paint here, but no paintbrushes. Why would someone take the paintbrushes? Dunno. Maybe it's Andrea anyway. Last I saw her, she was headed down to the cafeteria. We'd better keep looking. So I feel like maybe I should possibly skip some rooms and go straight down to the cafeteria. But, no. Due diligence is a merit of a scientist, I feel. This is class 402. We're attacked by a greater slurp and a pair of slurps. So, punchy, punchy, punchy. I think to a certain extent it's because I'm flitting between controllers. That's what's confusing it slightly. But whatever. I want to confuse this game. Fuck you, game. Be confused. Right, let's... But it's odd that I can't really use the specials effectively with the controller. But I don't feel like it's not efficient. You can easily click, punch, then target, but it's far quicker to just go AA at the correct points. So Jennifer is in desperate need of SP. So I tell you what, you defend. But I could make them all defend, but I don't want them all defending, so just attack. There we go. Nanyo! Do you know what this reminds me of, the battle system? It reminds me of the bar game I recently... Alright, love! Jesus! That was right in my fucking ear, darling. Christ, she made quite the sound when she was yelling there. No wonder they gave you the option to turn off the yelling. But it's a very similar style of combat and battling, and even graphics, to a game which is, I think it was called Bar Adventure Story. It was like a cheapish sort of game on the 3DS, or at least I got it on the 3DS, it's probably elsewhere as well. Fucking stop missing! Stop fucking missing! Use fucking science to predict where the enemy's going to be and don't miss! But it does remind me greatly of the style, combat style, the layout, and the. I think this is officially. I was studying a bit, but this is isometric, isn't it? I think. Yes, that is the word. I was going to say orthographic, but that's not the right word. Isometric is the right word. Theoretically, if I was to measure it, it was something to do with 30-degree angles. Is it? It don't look like it, do it? Nah. I mean, it depends on where you're measuring the angle. I don't know. Well, I swear isometric had something to do with 30 degrees. Or maybe some other degree. There was a degree involved in isometric. I would need to look up and reassess precisely what isometric definition is. But I think that is classified as isometric. So, Jennifer, let us upgrade your first aid this time, because we upgraded your special last time. And now, Evelina, you can... I tell you what, you are going to be a punching machine of justice. I wonder if we're going to... I feel like... The interesting thing with this one is I do feel like rather we should pick up guns. And for some people, you're going to suddenly go, I know exactly what you mean. But for others, you're going to think, what? Why? What the fuck are you talking about? But it's because it reminds me so heavily of Shin Megami Tensei, specifically Persona. And I believe... Oh, bloody Nora. I believe specifically Persona 3. 3, I think, is the one I've played. And possibly a different one as well. Oh, bouncy ball bags. I think it's just 3 I've played. Persona, that is. I've played other Shin Megami Tenseis. Persona 3, I think, is the one I'm thinking of specifically, because that's set in a classroom, primarily, with students. And it's even got that... I mean, it's got a very similar style battling system as well. Slightly taller, sort of, less kind of chibi-esque models, more kind of real... Okay. The word realistic pixel art doesn't necessarily... Although... I hate words sometimes. But the ones in Persona 3, I think it's 3, are a little taller and a little more proportional, unlike the chibi-esque, out of proportion characters in this. There is nothing here. Well, that's convenient, because it at least means I don't get the shit kicked out of me by slurps. This is Lab 406. We're talking of slurps, we suddenly get a trio of slurps. But at least I have my upgraded punchings. We'll focus on the number 3 first. Yes, -5 now with upgraded punchings. It's interesting how you kind of end up hiding behind another girl in order to dodge, which is an interesting kind of dodge. It's a very far away dodge. They kind of dodge quite the distance, I feel. So, we'll get to the end of this battle, and that means the end of this floor. We've explored the entire... Jeez. Jen! We just take it down a notch. And of course we get that... Na, 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 na. Are we sure these girls know science? Because the sort of noise of... Na, 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 makes them sound terribly stupid, and yet their science credibility in the dialogue makes them sound very intelligent. This is the floor... Try saying 4th floor when you've had a few drinks. It doesn't go well. This is the 4th floor, west stairwell. We're attacked by a penta... Oh, blimey! Oh, look at them with the fancy words. A pentat of stealth balls. 5? Yes, 5. That's what a pentat means. Well, I say that. I'm guessing that's what a pentat means, based on simple knowledge of pent, meaning 5. Or pent as a beginning tends to mean 5. Pentagon, 5 Americans standing in a row going, we really ought to defend this place. I know what you're talking about, but how are we going to do it? I don't know. Or is it a pentagon, as in, that was 5 blokes there. Why it has to be blokes, I don't know. That was 5 women there. Now they're all gone. They're pent-a-gone. To apologise. It's very silly. Anyway, stealth ball! You bastard! You bastard! Right, so that was probably a mirror image because it went down like a little bitch. Okay, there's another mirror image. We don't know. That looks to be a real one. Because fucking... At least if you're going to make that level of noise, do try to hit something. It makes me think of tennis. Because tennis is often famed for its levels of grunt. And it's kind of reminiscent of that because they go... I don't think they've ever gone yaha, but I think that is a Japanese word because I'm thinking of heroes with the hero called Hero when he goes yatta in when he does something successful. Anyway, keep kicking. Go. Yes, that's one of them dead. Now, how many more real ones do we have? Okay, he's advancing. I do seem to be having to sort of progress the battle, which is weird. It's not an automatic. I wonder if you can set that somewhere. Oh, he's gone red. Oh no, I see. This is kind of... It's very strange, because why would you stop in the middle of that action and require me to push an extra button? I don't know. And there we go. Now they're... But, yep, okay. Maybe I'm just impatient? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, we'll get to the next floor and then we'll address the next question. Because I think I've pretty much covered... Unfortunately, the one thing I won't eat is vegetables. Especially like raw vegetables. As I say, you mix in like an onion. I'll know there's an onion in it, but I'll try and ignore the fact that there's an onion in it, ruining everything about the thing. And it's kind of okay. And kidney beans, they're not a vegetable, but kidney beans are an interesting one for me. If prepared just right, they're tasty and delightful, especially in a chili con carne situation. There is a pub that does a really nice selection of hot dogs. I don't know if they still do them, but I must admit, if I ever go in that pub again, I will have one of these hot dogs because they were delicious. But essentially it was a hot dog with a chili on top. A chili dog, perhaps you would say. I don't know. But yeah, they did a really, really nice chili, because I've had it on their nachos before, and then they started doing it on hot dogs, and I upgraded from the beneficial health gloriousness of nachos to the even healthier hot dog. I really should have healed Jennifer. I wasn't paying attention. I was just attacking willy-nilly without any real substantial cares. But let's see, if Jen comes around again before we kill everything, yeah, there we go. We shall use your special first aid to heal yourself, just to cover all bases. We'll make sure we don't have any repeats of my mistakes from previous RPG games. Of course, yes, of course, 2 RPG games on this Q&A session, being the old 7th Saga and the Science Girls. That took forever. It would get much faster if we could knock out all the holograms at once. Well, if you've... suggestions, dear? Suggestions? As we reach the 3rd floor, we hear a bang and a clatter. What was that? Something big fell over. I think it came from the storage room. Let's go. Like, now? We burst through the door to find... Eek! Heather? Douche. I haven't got any more voices. But it's interesting, when I saw the front screen, I thought Miss Pigtails. Yeah, Platty Pony, Platty Piggy Tally, Piggity Plattity. She can talk in a Japanesey style. You're a stutter to me. There you go. That's a new voice. Racist, but new. You're a stutter to me. Engineering? Nice. Doesn't do well in gym? Nice. And I'm fairly certain it was Heather who did the video games. Nice. I think we have. It's amazing. I predicted it when I first saw the menu because I thought the plait pigtail style of hair was quite pleasant. but she's also the one who plays the games, and apparently, you know, she's awesome. I think we've answered the first question. Heather! We'll have to wait and see. If we meet some of the other girls before I put it away now. Not now, but later. We'll have to wait and see. But Heather might be the one. Your favourite one of said girls. May very well be Heather. Wink. 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 That's all winks, by the way. With an I. Winks. Heather is the engineering representative of the science club. She's very shy and quiet, and gets good grades in everything except gym. But that's because Jim is a foul, obnoxious bastard, and she doesn't like him. We heard a crash. Looking around, it's easy to see why. The floor is covered with bits and pieces, an old bucket, a bike handlebar, a graphing calculator, a mop, a broken fan. Whatever Heather was doing in here, it certainly made a mess. Did you know there are monsters in the school? I saw them and Heather hid. That's why I'm here. I was trying to build a robot to fight them, but I can't find enough parts. This isn't enough parts? Not the 4 AM mecha. Come on, we're gathering the club to investigate. I can't believe I haven't built a weapon yet. I don't have the equipment for lasers or a giant robot, but I think I can make a multi-target slingshot. I've forgotten which girls sounds like what. That would help with the holograms. I just need the plans and the elastic bands. I have left them on the 5th floor somewhere. Could you go get them, please? Right, we're on the 3rd floor. I suppose we might as well make a beeline because we want Heather in our party. So go up, and go up, and to the hallway. To the hallway, Batman. Nicole, what were we doing with you? Terrible things. No, we were raising your accuracy because then you can stop fucking missing. Anyway, other than that, right, we're on the 5th floor. What room? There is nothing here. This room? There is nothing here. This room? It was Biolab. There's nothing here. This room? There's nothing here. This room? It's the room we hold the sign clubs. Rootheads! Oh no! Damn root-headed bastards. At least they're the easy ones. And I've got super upgraded punchy time. And push the button. It's very peculiar. I can only assume it is sort of just a glitch. But yeah, it's very strange that you sort of get halted on certain actions. You can feel free, anybody who's played it, I don't know if that includes you, MeRMental, or not, but anybody who's played it, if you understand why that's happening, you never know, I might figure it out myself, but if you understand why it's happening, you can feel free to inform me, but yeah, it doesn't really fully make sense. Aha! There are the plans! I scoop up some papers. Forgetting something? She picks up a triplet of gleaming bands. They look heavier than slingshot bands should need to be. Got an incomplete slingshot. Awesome. Now, right, doing the stars then. Back down to the 3rd floor, I believe it was, if memory serves me correctly, and it's the only room we have available, which is that room. Did you get to the plans? Here they are, and the bands too. Guys, we're fighting monsters. Please stop doing stuff. We bought the bands. We bought the bands! Oh! Thank you. Thank you. I am here all fucking week.